We are live. 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 Back.
Good morning. My name is Brian McNeill.
And I am LisaSantiagoMcNeilll.
And thank you for joining us on our show, Let's Talk About It. We come to each Monday through Friday right here on the SIBN network, on iHeartRadio, YouTube, TuneIn, as well as Facebook Live. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Like.
Good morning. Good morning. Like. How you guys doing? How you doing? I hope that you are doing well. I hope that your Wednesday is starting off wonderfully.
It is.
Absolutely. Good morning, Dr. Deborah. We caught a couple of moments of you last night. I am always grateful for the healing moment. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Today we're going to talk about habit number 6 of the
Habit
7 habits of
six.
highly effective people.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a really cool
synergy.
word. Synergize.
Mm-hmm.
It's supposed to be synergize.
Okay.
Synergize. That's a cool word.
And synergize is a word that probably should be defined as we continue to go forward in understanding why it is an element of highly effective people.
Yes. I actually watched Dr. Stephen Covey's lecture on this habit himself this morning, and then I watched 2 other people's opinions on it at YouTube University, and then I had my own Brian, and I had some examples from my own life, examples with me and my wife. Synergy, 1 + 1 = 2 is not synergy. 1 + 1 = 3 is synergy. That's her opinion, my opinion, and a better opinion. There's 3 different ones.
His ability, my ability, and a greater ability.
3. That's even better. I like this thing of so much synergy. If 2 people are willing to commit to finding something better than what either of them had already thought, she's got her thought process about something. I've got my thought process about something. If we were to synergize, let's commit to finding something better than what either one of us had even thought of before.
You think conceptually, well, duh, that's a no-brainer. However, sometimes what gets caught in there, the thing that might kind of get caught is we often individually think that our way is the best way.
A man plants.
Another man waters. And the Holy Ghost adds the increase. Good morning, Yvette. And so, also, I think one of the other things is that as a community, as a society, we have not really been sold on collaboration.
We'll go that way.
Well, only to a certain degree.
Okay.
Because collaboration is working together as a collective for a common end, right? We're working together as a collective to reach a common end. But so much of what our society touts and celebrates is be the best individually. Nothing wrong with that.
Right. Winning, and you winning, they lose.
Right. It's always win-lose. But as we've been going through in the 7 habits of the highly effective people, understand that I think habits 1 through 5 prepare us for 6.
Well, the way he breaks it down is 1 through 4 prepare you for 5, 6, and 7. Okay.
I like it.
Yeah. Because you need to have it 4 and 5 to understand 6.
Hey, Sapphire. Good morning.
Good morning, Sapphire. I hope you were still around when we did the Sapphire hug yesterday. It was a good one.
It was good.
Synergy. I have this real life example in my life where I actually rescued some people from a burning apartment building. And I did a video on it. Now, I started telling that story. It was 17 years between the time that story happened to the time I started telling the story. So I told the story at a Toastmasters meeting, and it made people cry. Then I did a video on it. Okay, I did a video on it, and I submitted the video. I posted it on YouTube, and I've told that story on this broadcast a couple of times. But one thing I didn't tell you was, it was my story. I know every bit of it was real and true. And I recorded it on a video. And there was this lady up in Massachusetts who watched my video. She just watched the video. And then she wrote a story about my video and sent it to me. And her story was way better than I could have ever done on my own. It made me cry, her article of my story. It was synergy. See, I did it.
She synergizes. She put the stank on it.
Yes. It was a middle-aged white woman, kind of frumpy, school marmish looking lady. And
but she was a writer.
But she was a writer. Mm-hmm. So the way I see that as synergy is another person added and created something better than I could have on my own.
But you know what else? Synergy helps you to recognize that different can be good.
When Stephen Covey drives home, appreciate diversity and different opinions, and celebrate the different opinions.
Celebrate the differences.
Good, you see this differently than me.
Absolutely. Now we were watching yesterday The Food That Made America.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the other things that I think is heavily understood within the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People is communication. It is respect. It is all of those things. And we found that it was, I think we found it very interesting that when this particular company, and it was McDonald's and Burger King that we were watching yesterday, when McDonald's back got against the wall, he invited synergy. He was inviting synergy at that point. But because of much of what he had already groundwork that he had already laid in My Way or the Highway, or this is the way it has to be done. Everything exactly this. Because that's what built that franchise, right? It's exactly this. Fries on the right. Exactly this. But then when they came up against some competition vis-a-vis Burger King, and no Whopper, and we ain't even got no Big Mac yet, we don't got none, right? So we getting ready to lose our number 1 spot. He realized that he needed a new idea. Now, those ideas are what comes from the collective. And one of the things that a mastermind can do for you is to help you to come up with ideas. But one thing that can really, really hurt your mastermind is if during that brainstorming process, someone judges an idea. One in the room. And it doesn't even have to be the one that would have won. It doesn't even have to be the idea that's going to be the good idea.
But anybody in the room, it don't have to be the leader. Just anybody in the room, if they shoot a hole in the idea.
In any idea.
It kills the whole momentum. It kills everything.
Mm-hmm.
It was so interesting too, watching these kind of things with my wife. We watched The Foods That Built America. Mm-hmm. And one episode we watched last night was the McDonald's Burger King war. Okay. McDonald's wasn't really a fair fight. McDonald's was the king, for a while. But Burger King came up with something called the Whopper. And McDonald's didn't have anything to compete with that. And Burger King was grabbing market share. It's twice as big and tastes better. All that kind of stuff. And Ray Kroc was, like Lisa said, was in trouble because he needed an idea and he did not have any resources to get ideas.
Because he had alienated so many people. And it's so important in your team building that you create an environment conducive to synergy.
Energize, synergy. You and them creating something better. When Stephen Covey breaks it down is appreciating diversity, appreciating different opinions and celebrating those, because someone else sees it differently than I do. Great. Now we can work it. But then the commitment of you guys committing to working on something better. Okay.
Yes. Now that in and of itself can be the challenge. So I think sometimes synergizing may lead those who are pedantic, structured, have already planned ahead to a certain point, very uncomfortable. So we've been doing red this whole time,
Right.
And now you think we should make it purple.
Or red and white, or red and blue.
Like, oh my goodness, what is that? But in this, so in the synergy, one of the things that I have found, and I have gotten better at it, is that not only is it important for you to respect people that have different personalities than you, it's also important to embrace them, because different personalities bring different perspectives and different skills, gifts, and talents to the table.
And you need it.
And you need it. And so often when someone is very even keeled, very, very low energy, physical energy, I am like I don't know what to do with it. Like, let's get up, let's get excited, let's know. And they're like, no, this is kind of where I live, like it right here. This is my spot.
Okay.
And then they're more organized. Not necessarily, this is not a character trait that it coexists. This is a particular person that I'm talking about. This person was more organized. They were very even keeled. They were super, super detail oriented, so they could walk in and see something off by a centimeter, a millimeter, or whatever. Those character traits in my creative space would actually affect me negatively, because it was like tearing apart all of the creative elements of what I was doing. However, on the business side, on the records, on the bookkeeping, on the technology, or whatever side, I needed that skill.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's sort of like even in corporate, when we had all of the techs relegated to the basement, and we thought we were putting them in there against their will, and tried to bring them up and integrate them with everybody else. And they were like, can you just let me go back to the basement? Because I don't want to dress up like y'all. I don't want to do these things. I want to be in my tech space. And that was kind of where I was. I want to be in my space. But the synergizing was necessary, that they knew how to communicate together. And it takes time to make that happen.
So what if you do start working for synergy, attempting to synergize with your mate or with anyone else?
Well, I hope you have some synergy with your mate.
Yeah, but you could even go for more. It's like you can have a spirit of harmony, but the idea of you and I working together to create something better than what either of us could have created on our own. Just that on purpose, going for synergize, I think makes a difference.
I think so too.
And good morning to Yvette. Good morning to Beverly. Good morning to William. Good morning to Dr. Deborah.
Good morning. Good morning. And today at 11 a.m. on One Word Conversations, the word is why. And Bill Brown's special guest is Ben Albert, right here on the Empowerment Duo Facebook page and the Empowerment Network. Why?
Bill Brown's One Word Conversations. He has a thought leader on his show, a thought leader or a subject matter expert, and they lift up one particular word. Today, the word is why. And what Bill and his guest does, what those two brilliant minds do, is they talk about that one word from different facets, sometimes all the facets, opinions, and they turn it over and over again. And what happens is, by the time the show is over, or maybe even before, they find new meaning, a depth,
new perspectives, nuances.
They find fun, they find joy, and lifting up one word conversations. It's an experience for you to take part in that show.
It is, and it's right here on the Empowerment Duo Facebook page and the Empowerment Network at 11 a.m. following Coffee Time with Coach Josh.
Good morning, Melissa.
Hey, Melissa. So I did not do the pre-work that I have been doing in the past, where there is an actual agenda for synergy, because it seemed to be foundationally built upon the prior, um, the prior points, the prior habits, right? So why don't we recount, if we will, recount. We are in the 7 habits of highly effective people. We are on number 6. Habit number 1 was be proactive.
How many of you remember what that means? Be proactive. Not waiting for things to happen, creating the circumstances that will cause something to happen. Creating the circumstances that will cause something to happen versus waiting for something to happen. Keep moving.
Absolutely. I got to turn off my phone. I was making noise. I'm sorry. Number 2. Habit number 2. Begin with the end in mind.
You want this thing to look when it's done. Begin with the end in mind.
Absolutely. Habit number 3. First things first.
My papa freaks all the honeys. There's a Netflix special right now called "I've Got a Story to Tell." The story of Biggie Smalls, Biggie and Tupac and all that stuff. But it's mostly Biggie's story. Very interesting. I watched it yesterday. Very interesting story. Stuff I didn't know. Okay, even though I did see the other one. Other documentary on him. I saw that biography on him.
They're all written from different perspectives.
Yep. But this one had more of the people that was actually in his inner circle to me.
Habit number 4.
Think win-win. Okay, not win-lose. Can we both win on this? Can we both get what we're wanting? And if you think win-win, you move towards win-win.
And habit number 5.
What's that say? Seek to understand before being understood. There's a difference of opinion. Why is there a difference of opinion? Seek to understand the other person's perspective before you go to be understood. That keeps harmony, I believe.
Yeah. Now you said you think 1 through 4, or that Stephen Covey said 1 through 4 build upon 5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
And I actually think that 1 through 5.
Let's go with yours then.
Does because I think that when you get to that place where you have all of these communication elements in your wheelhouse, then you're able to create the environment to synergize. If you're the type of person who is seeking to understand versus being understood, then you're inviting synergizing, because you're not saying, okay, you can be a part of this if you do it like this, right? You can do this if you do it like this. You can come hang out with us if you do it like this. And what are you doing, man?
I'm gonna wrap it. But you finish.
Man, whatever. Bacon is the best.
Notice how good the bacon is?
Yeah.
I know my wife don't like hard bacon.
You know.
Learn the secret to make her bacon.
What's that?
When it starts to shrink significantly, flip it. When it starts to shrink, I flip it. And then when it starts to shrink, I take it off. Even though it may look a little bit undercooked at first, but it'll still keep cooking until it is. So some of these pieces, they all look cooked all the way through. Okay. But initially, they looked a little bit slightly undercooked. And Lisa prefers it slightly undercooked versus overcooked.
That's my business, though. That's my business. It's not that I like it slightly undercooked. I don't like it burnt. Good morning, Melissa. Melissa said, I love number 4. It's a win-win. Yvette likes number 4. Yvette says, I supported you this morning at 7 a.m. for Bill's show. Hey, man, she'd still be sleeping at 11. How are you up at 7 and sleeping at 11? It's 11 nap time. I get it. Dr. Beverly, good morning. Good morning. Thank you for joining. Glenda, thank you for joining. Sapphire, welcome back. And I am
in my relationship with my wife. I used to write sales copy. I still do. I have another opportunity to write. I just did some last week. Write sales copy for other organizations. I did one just last week. But I was doing that when I met Lisa. And matter of fact, Lisa had commissioned me. Her and her team had commissioned me about a year before to write some sales copy for them, but they need like an emergency. It was on a Saturday night, and they had to post something, put something in, make a flyer on Monday, and they needed some sales copy, you know, because they sent me what they had. It was terrible. They didn't sell it all. You remember what I'm talking about?
I'm gonna let you remember it.
Anyway, so
yeah, it wasn't me.
It was to you.
No, it wasn't my stuff. I know how to write.
See, that's right there. That's not synergies.
No, you're misrepresenting the truth. You were right about that, but it wasn't for me and my team.
I was doing it.
I know, but it wasn't for me and my team.
You're the one that got me on that stuff.
That is true. That is true. It was for someone else.
Anyway, so I just had one. So anyway, I'm writing the sales copy for different organizations, and there was one I did it already, and for some reason I said, Lisa, look at this here. Now I am the final say so. They hired me to write the sales copy. I did it, and I thought it was good. I let Lisa look at it before I sent it to them, and she made a couple of notes, and her notes made my writing actually better than I had did it on my own. Now, that was an accidentally synergized. You know, it was an accidental thing, but it ended up working. So now, even though I still do some writing, I don't always do it, but still a lot of the times I'm going to want Lisa to look at my copy before I make it something, because another opinion, another perspective can make it better. Mm-hmm. Fine now? Jesus, she got her back all up. It wasn't for me. I know how to write.
No, I'm not talking about though. Get it together.
Did you not know you was there?
I've slept since then.
Yeah, a couple times. Okay, good morning, Brittany. Good morning, Sapphire again. So we're doing the 7 habits of highly effective people still, and we're on habit number 6, synergize. What say you? What do you think about synergy? You and someone else committing to making something better than you could on your own.
I watched some really cool synergistic cartoons.
I did this morning as well. Did you? Did you see the one on the minions and the light bulb?
Yes. And the one on the minions and the light bulb, and the one with the penguins and the shark.
Yes, I saw that as well.
I love that.
Minions, y'all know Minions from Despicable Me, I think. Yeah.
Despicable Me, I guess. Disney Pixar.
Yeah, the Minions. We gotta go change a light bulb. The light bulb is out. Can't reach the light bulb. They don't have a ladder. What are they gonna do? Up, up, up. Another minion comes over. He gets up on his shoulder. Still not quite enough.
Not quite.
Then a few more minions come to get up and make him higher up there so he can actually reach it. But he's not good enough where he can actually turn it. So he can't turn the light bulb, even though he's got help. But what can he do? He can have the minions on the ground start rotating him. So he just hold on to it, and they turn the pile of minions and they change the light bulb.
Mm-hmm. And it was a form of cooperation, a form of collaboration. It was synergistic. They were synergized.
Don't synergize.
Well, in the case where if they hadn't synergized, it could have been a life and death situation. Was the penguins sitting on the iceberg, and a shark is approaching.
Killer whale.
Turn up. It was a shark. Turn up. It was a shark in my cartoon.
I bet you. Which one?
Do killer whales have a fin like that?
Yes. You want to bet?
Does a killer whale have a fin like that?
It's that.
The question is, do they have a fin on top?
Yes.
A whale has a top fin?
Yes. Because when you put them in captivity, that top fin curls over. But when you let them out in the free and out in the open, it's up. So it does.
Anyway, this is the opposite of synergizing, because you're messing up my story.
No,
did it matter?
I'm making
did
the story
it matter?
right.
No.
Story right. It did matter.
It did not matter. Both
first
of them
off,
other than eat penguins.
I whispered it to you at first. Mm-hmm. And then you want to make a big old thing out of it.
I wanted a shark in my story.
It's not a shark. It's not a shark. Okay.
Do sharks eat penguins?
No. Sharks eat a dolphin or something like that, but they don't go for penguins.
But would they not eat a pile of penguins?
Baby, there's only one of us sitting here right now that even bothers to watch nature shows like that.
I don't care.
I do.
I want a shark in my story. I don't want a whale. I don't think of whales as mean.
Killer whale.
I don't know a killer whale.
It's the apex hunter in the ocean. It's over a shark. They hunt and kill more than anybody.
I don't want that.
Says that's what I tell my nonprofit clients. If they come together, we actually create a better program model therefore get a bigger place of the grant money. Get a bigger piece of the grant money. Let's synergize.
Yes, absolutely. And synergizing is actually one of the key components to successfully winning on a lot of grants. They want to see collaborations. Dr. Deborah's got a class coming up, and if you have a nonprofit and want to know what to do next, then you need to reach out to her.
One of the points that came up in a recent conversation I had with men was that no one is self-made. No one gets to be successful in their own strength. No one knows enough by themselves, none of that, okay? And I even brought up the point because of my research in Hall of Fame speeches that no one achieves great levels of success in anything unless a lot of people want to see you successful.
Absolutely.
Why would a lot of different people want to see someone successful? Because they had created an environment or created circumstance where they wanted that person successful. They had done enough good or whatever.
Yeah, I think that's another one of the great elements of that show that we've been watching for life is that
What did I say?
I do. Is that it took so many different people, different moments, different things to help the success of the main character.
Main character was in prison, and he studied law while he was in prison. And he actually ended up getting a law degree while in prison. Why? Because some lawyer or some judge has to sponsor you. So he found a judge willing to sponsor him to become a lawyer. And while he was there fighting his case, there were so many times where he needed help. He needed help from the warden. He needed help from a guard here or there. He needed help from a yard maid here and there. Could you make a call for me? Could you write a letter for me? Could you do this for me? He had to get a lot of people to get his butt out. He was trying very, very hard to get himself out. It took him 9.5 years. But he ended up out of jail. And when we think about all the different people that played a role in him successfully getting out of jail, it was probably 35 people, 40 people, 50, maybe even 100 in real life. It had to be helpful to him.
That's right, Bill. Some whales are mean. They got killer in their name. I didn't know that, but I guess I do now.
You didn't know they had killer in their name?
Yeah, I knew that killer whale, but I thought that killer whale was actually a shark. I don't know why. It doesn't make sense.
And just because you thought it to be this case, even though it wasn't, you got your back up.
You're right. I don't like it.
I
know. I don't like it. I don't want whales to be killer. I want whales to be whales. I don't want
my bank account to have less than 600 million in it, but it is.
Listen, I get it. I don't like killer whales. I prefer just whales with a blowhole on the top of their head and not a fin. Look, I'm sorry. I'm having a moment. But anyway, it was just a cartoon. And the penguins were about to be attacked by this killer whale. And they synergized and decided that as the killer whale was coming up to them, I don't even want to tell the story anymore.
Get off my show today. Leave. They all moved to one side of the block of ice, and the ice lifted up so the whale couldn't get to them. Okay, that's what it was.
The whale.
What's wrong with you this morning, girl?
I wanted a killer shark.
Well, it's not. It's just not. You're not 9.
I didn't read it. It was an illustration, and in the picture, it looked like a shark. And I wanted it to be a shark, and you had to make it a whale, and now it doesn't make sense to me anymore.
It does.
Whatever.
Yvette likes whales as well. I want you to watch it again. I'll watch it with you and make sure that you understand what's going on.
You can be right.
I'm going to be right.
You are right. I've conceded that. I don't know on how many different planes and planes.
You're not willing to let it go.
I don't like it. Just because it's right doesn't mean I have to like it.
You don't have to like it, but you do need to move on from it.
Well, I could re-illustrate it in my mind, and in my story, it is a.
See, this is you not being able to let stuff go.
You're absolutely right. Have you met me?
Anyway, synergize.
You know what else I can't let go? I can't let go of my bling. Those of you who are signed up for the Bling Anything class, the Bling 101 class, I'm telling you, it's tonight at 6 p.m. Oh, I am so excited about this class. I've done so much research. I have tried very, very hard to see if there were any frequently asked questions that needed to be added to it. I have done research to find out if there's anything like it from beginning to end, like what I'm teaching. And I am telling you that there is not. There are lots and lots of Bling videos, and I have been out there on YouTube University Hunty Child since June of last year. I have been researching this, and I could not find it. So I also
Lisa's pouting, and I don't play that crap. That ain't cute. That ain't cute at all. It ain't cute at all. I don't like pouting. I don't like pouting voices. No whining.
Pouting and whining are not the same.
I know they're not the same. I don't want either one of them.
Whatever. But listen, if you don't already bling, and can you snatch that shirt right there for me so I can show them what it is, what it means, what it really means to bling. Blinging makes everything better. Look, what?
I had some other stuff to talk about.
Oh my goodness. So imagine being able to create something like this with your own design.
Everything I touch turns to sold.
Everything I touch turns to sold. And so we're going to learn the basics, the very basics. These are not placed one stone at a time. It's actually designed, and then there's a process to brush the stones onto a template and then iron them onto a shirt or a bag or whatever, just like this. And if you're interested in learning this, because it is amazing and it's so much fun, please, please, please just register for the class, Learn to Bling, Bling 101, and it is bit.ly/Bling 101. Even if you're not a blinger right now, even if that's not who you are yet, and you want to be able to customize some designs, you want to be able to do some things yourself independently, you want to be able to just enter into your peace zen mode. Join me tonight at 6.
That's a good commercial. Now, I was going to say to my friends on here that I know happen to be thought leaders. They have shows like Bill and Dr. Deborah and a thought leader like Dr. Beverly. Those of you guys who are actively putting out content, there are lots and lots of opportunities for you to get on other people's shows. Mm-hmm. Other people's shows where they already have an audience. That has been an amazing boom for me and my business.
And mine too.
And Lisa's too. Getting on other people's podcasts, submitting, offering, asking, showing up to their stuff. That is the way to do business in 2021. We're not going out knocking on doors.
Nope.
We're getting on other folks' podcasts.
Yep.
Bill, go get on some podcasts. Dr. Deborah, if you guys want the podcast that I've been on or recommend that you try to get on, or the groups and stuff, I will be happy to share that with you. But I'm really believing, with my eyes wide open, that's the way we have to do business moving forward in 2021. In season 2 of pandemic.
That's right. The pandemic, season 2.
The Biden years, okay?
Season
1 was a horror show. The Trump years, the Trump pandemic was horrible. But now we're in the season 2. We got 3 or 4 vaccines out there. I know you guys can't wait to take the vaccine.
Melissa's happy to receive guests on Lessons and Legacies. You can reach out to her.
There you go. She's happy to receive
I have my
guests.
own shows, and people come on my shows on Thursdays at 7 p.m.
Man, I didn't know that, Miss Yvette, that you had your show. I didn't know that.
Absolutely.
But getting on other people's shows. What I don't suggest you do is to only do your own show.
Absolutely. You want to start there and you want to keep growing. Dr. Deborah, I've got a couple that I think I sent or recommended for you. If not, please let me know, because I will definitely get you connected with those podcasters, because I do think they match with what you offer.
Now, why would Lisa be willing to connect Dr. Deborah with other podcasts? Why would she be willing to do that? Wouldn't she minimize her own opportunities by suggesting someone else? No, you don't lose anything by sharing. You only gain.
Absolutely. I can't go on their show every day, 15 times a month. I can go once. You know, the coach's coach believes in open the door and holding it open for somebody else.
Face girl, what's up? Nah, son, nah. This is when Lisa gets in trouble. She try to play it off like that. When she knows she been tripping, then she gonna dive on her brother. Melissa says, here's my calendar link. If you want to be a guest on my show, click here and book your spot. That easy. It's that easy. Lessons and legacies learned. A beautiful, loving conversation with Melissa Price.
And she's such a welcoming host. She's so
very welcoming.
Yeah, she's definitely has the hospitality gene. Melissa says, sharing is caring and teamwork makes the dream work. Win-win. That's actually synergizing.
Synergize. It's time for the songs.
Oh, let's go to the songs. Let's go to, you know what? I am fiending for some bling right now. Like, I'm ready to go.
You really?
Yes. I want to go bling.
We got work to do.
No, I have bling scheduled in my calendar. I have lunch bling and I have 5 o'clock bling.
You're kidding me.
No.
What time is your class tonight?
My class tonight is at 6 p.m.
Today's weather's going to be warmer than it was yesterday.
Yes,
right,
yes,
so
yes.
Let's go. Let's go first.
Dr. Deborah, healing and deliverance coach.
Good morning, Dr. Deborah. Up next is Miss Yvette.
Dear Yvette.
Dear Yvette. Dear Yvette. Dear Yvette. Good morning, Miss Yvette. How you doing? You know, today's one of those days where I do have some air in my day until about 2 o'clock, I think. And I wish I could just chill home. But we got errands to run. And we got stuff to do.
How many people does it take to plug in a light bulb?
Only one.
Oh, wow.
I'm not gonna make you do it, baby. Go ahead and stay home and bling.
I love hanging out with my husband.
Right. Go ahead and stay home and bling.
I love hanging out with my husband.
I go home and stay home and bling because I only need one person to drive the car. So you stay.
No, we got to drive 2 cars because we actually need to do both.
You know, that's gonna take longer. Okay.
So, right.
Because there'll be one after another. They won't be running simultaneously.
Well, you know, we have noon today. We have VT.
Oh, dang. No, we don't have time to go. I can't go now. 2 hours. I got to be right here on point.
It's Brittany. It's Brittany. It's Brittany. Brittany Thomas. It's Brittany. It's Brittany. It's Brittany. Brittany. It's your time. It's your time. Yeah.
You're very welcome for sharing your song, Yvette. We love to do that. Who's up? Oh, here we go. Here we go. I hope you got on a comfortable shirt because it's time for the Sapphire Fletcher hug.
Yes.
Extend your arms out. Get a good grip on yourself. And I want you to start squeezing yourself as if you loved yourself. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Oh, and release. We call that a Sapphire hug. Inspired by our friend Sapphire Fletcher. Did you get your Sapphire hug today?
I absolutely love it.
Who's next?
I absolutely love it.
Glenda.
Glenda's riding on the freeway with makeup in her pink Cadillac.
Amen. Amen. Good morning, Glenda. There she is again. Yes, I will. I need the hug. That's right. Melissa Price is here. I think I'm good. Bow, 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 bow. Melissa's on. Now it's time for us to sing her song. Melissa's on. Good morning, Miss Melissa Price. We're so happy that you're here. The head usher.
Hey.
Let's talk about it. This show is still called Let's Talk About It. It's been running since October of 2016. We talk about personal conversations,
Business information,
and spiritual inspiration.
That's it. With a little bit of shenanigans thrown
A
in.
little bit of shenanigans in. Her name is still
LisaSantiagoMcNeilll.
and my name is Brian K. McNeill, and together we make up the
Empowerment
is an express ministry. The express ministry is economic
independence
through
entrepreneurship.
That's synergy. That's what we do. That's what it's about. Economic independence through
Entrepreneurship.
That's what we believe in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, William Brown is here. Good morning to our friend Bill. Nobody thinks like him still. We love him so, and we always will. Our friend Bill. Good morning to our friend Bill. How you doing? Who's up?
Dr. Beverly.
Dr. Beverly is on the show. Good morning, Dr. Beverly. How you doing?
That's right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to you. I think that is everybody. Is Miss Vivian on here? I didn't see her here.
I haven't seen her on here, but she did communicate with me earlier on my Facebook page.
Well, we're going to sing it anyway, because I think she's on my page and I just can't see her comments. Okay. Oh, Vivian is here. Vivian is here, and now the show can go on. Oh. Boom, boom,
that's our girl, Miss Vivian. Miss Vivian said something interesting to me. She saw my post about how great the men's meeting, the Male Empowerment Network's meeting was. And she said,
"Oh, I see, Leanne. We got you. We got you."
She said she wishes that she can get her son to come to the meeting. Her son is 35 years old. Ladies, if your man or teenage man could be benefited, if you believe they could be benefited by just having a conversation with grown folks, recommend they get there to the meeting. Now, here's the secret to getting there. If you bring them, they will come. Okay? If you put them in your car, or if you put them in front of your laptop and leave the room, if you bring them there
and leave the room,
please. The transparency is gone if you won't leave the room.
Absolutely.
But bring your teenage man to it's on the first and the third Tuesday of each calendar month. So it won't be a meeting next Tuesday, but the Tuesday after next we'll meet again. If you bring them, they will come.
Absolutely. I have got to say, hey, Leanne, good morning. It's Leanne. It's Leanne.
Time is a wheel in constant motion, always rolling us along. Almost lost it. Tell me who wants to look back on their years and wonder where those years have gone. Who wants to do that?
Who wants to do? Not I. Not I.
And the years to matter.
Absolutely. Every one of them we want to matter. Now, ladies, we are quickly approaching Friday. And you know what Friday is. Friday is Women Empowerment Network's First Friday networking, and you just have to register. There's no cost for you to come, hang out, tell us about your business, tell us what we can celebrate you for this week, because we want to say, yay, we're excited. You got to get the light, honey. You got to get the light. And
they want an excuse to have a glass of wine.
And you can bring wine if you like. It's virtual. It's your business. You're in your house. I don't drink wine on camera anymore because of that episode, that situation.
What happened?
I got drunk.
So you had more than one glass?
No, I don't think I had more than one glass. I think I had the glass without eating. So I went straight from my day of meetings, and then I had a glass of wine. And by the middle of that glass, I don't know what we were talking about. Oh my God. I'll never do that again. But we are going to have lots of fun. We will have some activities. So if you register, you'll be able to receive your page, and we will look forward to having you there.
Yes. So that's this Friday for the ladies. Mm-hmm. Where was I going to go? Oh man, I lost it when you started talking about that other thing. But I wanted to talk about I covered the podcast that you should get on, Synergize, and we talked about a lot. I don't remember what I was doing.
It's okay. It will come back. It's not gone.
It will come back. That's how it goes.
It will come back, and it's not gone. I'm telling you, it's only Wednesday, but it has been a very, very productive week.
I was going to say, I thought you were about to say long, but I was going to say very productive, though.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a wonderful week.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we had one of the men, he's a financial guy. He had a beautiful concept about how life is cyclical and how you can kind of predict some things,
mm-hmm.
you know, peaks and valleys. And then what happens is once you gain experience with about how you handle your peaks, how you handle your valleys,
mm-hmm.
your valleys won't be so deep.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they'll be just little smaller valleys, you know, because life teaches you lessons. And we just was all transfixed. I was transfixed, like, wow, what a great concept.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because you can't be at your peak and you can't be at apex all the time. Okay, that's just not how life works.
Right.
Just like you don't stay in the valley all the time.
Right.
That's not how life works either. You know, the history of our country's economy, we go from booms to busts, booms to busts, booms
Absolutely.
to busts.
Historically so.
Yes.
And so, like, why do we get surprised every 6 to 10 years
Right.
when something else comes? You know, you had the real estate boom. Now you got the corona. You had the real estate boom, then the real estate
bust.
You know, it was part of the cycle. It was part of the cycle, part of the process that happened. Then you had the recession, and then you had the technology years came. So, you know, there was lots of ups and downs, ups and downs.
Lisa and I are journeying through the foods that built America, and they're in the 20s. You know, things were going real good. Everything was cheap. It was post World War I. World War I ended in 1919. Okay, so the war is over. Now there's money available. The men are back. There's babies coming, all that kind of stuff. And everybody's happy. There's money flowing. And then 1929 hits, the Great Depression. Okay, and then unemployment, no banking, no food, no nothing. And then what happened was the prices of the ingredients that the manufacturers were using skyrocketed. Mm-hmm. And that killed off a lot of weaker companies. But 4 years later, after the Great Depression ended in 1933, from 1929 to 1933, but 4 years later, when that was over, boy, the prices dropped on resources. People was able to buy stuff. Mm-hmm. Boom.
Yep. You know what I was thinking? Another example of synergizing, correct me if I'm wrong, was when Hershey's and Reese's got together.
Perfect example.
Mm-hmm.
Reese's was trying to make a go of it. And they were right in Hershey's backyard. And Hershey's didn't consider them a threat, but they felt if we were to work together, we could combat the other competition.
Mm-hmm.
So Hershey's.
Who was the other competition at the time?
Well, they called themselves the Curtis Company at the time. They ended up changing names, but they made the Baby Ruth and the Butterfinger.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. The German guy.
Yes. Burger. Okay.
It wasn't a burger, but anyway, it's okay. Yeah. So they thought that by
Linda also loves that food show. We love it too because it's history and all that.
I love it because it's backstories and history. Brian loves it because it's history. I don't really just like history, although I wish I did. That was the same thing with me.
I do.
I know you do.
I look up history for fun.
Yeah. Bless your heart.
Yep.
But that's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good thing. The only history, and I think that's why I knew the Old Testament a lot better than the New Testament early on because of the stories, the backstories. And it would allow me to stay with the message and make it all make sense. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm on the mode right now. I'm getting in business mode. And I'm thinking about my friends that need to be getting on other folks' podcasts. You know, that's just a boom. It's just low hanging fruit. That's what I'm gonna call it.
Well, it can be, but you also have to know how to effectively be a guest on someone's podcast. A lot of times, even on my show, I've had some challenges on my show, which is on Wednesdays at 4. So it's today at 4 p.m.
Yeah, bunch of stuff going on today, girl.
Yeah, today at 4 p.m. I have a special guest. Her name is Jeanette, and I'm always concerned when it's somebody that is a little bit new. I always pre-screen my guests, so I've met them before, and I try to interject to them that it is about telling your story more than it is about selling your product, that I will definitely, or your service, that I will definitely share your links and share who you are. But I want you to give value to the audience, and I want you to give them a little insight into who you are and why they should believe you and connect with you. And I think that that's a critical component when you are a guest on someone else's show, that you remember to give value. You remember to give value before trying to take from that audience.
Yes. Common laws of business, you're going to have to give before you can get. You just can't do it otherwise. You're going to have to give value. You're going to have to give. You may even have to give a lot of value before you can expect to get. And some of the value you have to give, it's really, you're not going to like what I'm about to say, but it's really the cost of admission. You're going to have to give some value away for free. You're just going to have to. You're going to have to teach something for free. You're going to have to share some value for free, especially if those of you make money with what you know.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're just going to have to. Does anybody disagree with that point, that you have to do some stuff for free?
I don't. I think it's necessary. I think that's why complimentary is a critical component of the cash system.
Yes.
Complimentary, that first tier where people get a chance to know, like, and trust you, where they get to find out if you know what the heck you're talking about.
Right. They get value.
And they get value, and then they can get into a position where they're willing to make any investment in themselves with you.
And so, and keep yourselves learning too. I've learned something from Lisa last week, and I'm gonna have her teach you the same. I'm gonna have her teach me the same lesson again about how to put my video inside of a flyer.
Mm-hmm.
That was so freaking cool.
So there's a lot of software out there that you can pay a lot of money for to create a wrapper around your video.
I thought that was awesome.
Because that actually lets your video do two things, right? Because first of all, people are attracted to video, and they're going to click on video a lot more likely than they will click on your static post, right? But when you put a wrapper on your video, you can make it do both. You can make them read while entertaining them with your video.
I think that's so cool. And plus, you can send
win-win. Should I teach that to you?
You can send it in emails. It's such a great way of doing some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, some people have understood that and made jokes about it, but you can also make money with it. Like there was this one I saw in this one Facebook group I like that's kind of funny. These two women are embracing each other,
Mm-hmm.
and they're two attractive women embracing each other, and it has like the symbol where you can click to see the video start. Okay, you want to see these two attractive women kiss each other? Oh, you click on the button, and when you click on the button, it comes up. We've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty. They're gonna find you.
Absolutely. I love it.
I'm gonna have an extended warranty on my car, and I get that call every day.
Every day, between the extended warranty and
your student loans. I don't have any student loans.
And Sarah from AARP. This is Sarah from AARP. Sarah from Senior Services.
Sarah from Senior Services.
Sarah, honey, if you don't lose my phone number.
And Jessica, for her past due bills. Hey, Jessica, we're gonna.
Brian has had this phone number since I've known him, which is almost 6 years now.
I've had this phone number for 9 or 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
Same number, and they still think this number belongs to some chick named Jessica. Whoever she is, she owes a lot of money to somebody,
and they're not letting it go. They are simply not going to let it go, right?
I don't believe it. I yell at them sometimes. Lisa's heard me do it. I am not Jessica. Okay? This is not Jessica's phone.
Not Jessica's phone. So we're just grateful that you choose to spend any part of your day with us, your morning with us. I certainly hope to see you
Maybe
later.
that only happens to us. Maybe that never happens to any of you guys. Y'all may never get those phone calls, do you? Y'all don't get student loan people and extended warranty people harassing you, do you?
So I certainly hope that you've enjoyed the show today. Our number 6, Synergize of the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. And tomorrow we're going to be doing number 7 and a recap. And we're just grateful that you chose to spend some of your time with us. We're going to let you go a little bit early so that you can come swing back around. Well, we're not leaving early. We're leaving at our regular time, which is a little bit early. I'm not going right now. I got to do the closeout. That takes 60 seconds plus 30 seconds. That's 90
Lisa
seconds.
said awesome show.
Good gracious.
Explain all that out loud either.
No, you didn't have to challenge me out loud either.
I said, what is that challenge?
Yes.
Why are you leaving early? Okay.
Yes.
If you post hours of the time that you're supposed to be at work, during those hours and during that time, you're supposed to be there.
Haven't we decided that we were going to end the show at 9:55?
That's right. It's not 9:55.
It was 9:53.
It was 9:52 when you started shutting stuff down.
I didn't start. Did I click anything to shut it down? I was setting up shut down.
Dr. Deborah, come get your girl.
Shutting down starts.
Yeah, I know what this means, right? I know what this means, right? I'm gonna have to take care of Lisa right after the show.
Tune in for Coffee Time with Coach Ja.
I'm gonna have to sing Teddy Pendergrass songs to her. Turn them off.
He is so extra.
I know one thing. You better take that damn light out.
You have him. Beverly, you can buy it for $1.
I know what this means. All this bickering.
No,
I know what this means.
No.
Yes, it is. That's exactly what it means. Come here, woman. Teddy Pendergrass would preach to him. First, he'd be like, "Come on and go with me. Come on and over to my place." And if she don't move fast enough, "Come here, woman."
I cannot. I simply cannot.
That's what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to yell at her. That's it.
This has been episode 44, habit number 6, synergy. Tune in for Ja Smalls with Coffee Time with Coach Ja following us. And I am just glad that you spend any time with us and our shenanigans. So it's Wednesday, hump day. See you tonight at Bling Class.